Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of 5 quiz challengers pit their wits against possibly the greatest quiz team in Britain. They are the Eggheads. How are you feeling?
Brilliant. Top of the world.
Top of the world, says Barry at the end. Challenging our resident quiz champions today are We Don't Need No Education. This team of friends regularly quiz together at the Mini Bar in Glasgow. So let's meet them.
Hi, my name's Paul and I'm a science and AV technician.
Hi, my name's Martin and I'm a PhD student studying physics.
Hi, my name's Craig. I'm a home support worker.
Hi, my name's Gordon and I'm a principal teacher of physical education.
Hi, my name is Sam and I'm a physics teacher.
So Paul and team, welcome. Good to see you.
Hi, Jamie.
I gather you set the questions, Paul, is that right?
Yes, I have my moments.
Do you find you learn stuff by setting questions?
You kind of gauge the level of the intelligence for each place.
Yeah, oh really?
Some are lower than others.
So certain hostelries in Glasgow where you set them at a lower level?
Quite a lot of them are low level.
I wasn't going to say, don't identify them. We'll lose them. We'll lose them from the audience. And you're all quizzers, I know, aren't you? So
Yes.
Yep.
What are his questions like? Are they tough?
They can be tough at times.
Random.
Yeah, they're random.
Very
Why
random.
are you called We Don't Need No Education, which of course is the quote from Pink Floyd?
Yes, well, 3 of us work in education. Martin's in education and Craig can spell education.
Oh, well, that's a good reason, yeah. So, here we go. Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challengers. However, if they fail to defeat the Eggheads, the prize money rolls over to the next show. So, We Don't Need No Education. The Eggheads have won the last 6 games. They're putting a run together here. They're beginning to swagger. You need to stop them. If you do, you'll win £7,000. Would you like to go ahead and try?
Please.
Yes, very much.
All right. The first head-to-head battle is on the subject of politics. Whose round is this?
That's not me.
I suppose I'll
That's
take
Sam.
it.
Do you think, Sam?
Sam on the end. OK. Physics teacher.
Yes.
P and a C and an S. Physics, politics. Yep, there's overlap, for sure. Who would you like to go against? Any one of the 5?
I think Dave, maybe.
I think Dave.
You think?
Dave.
Okay.
OK, Dave.
Dave.
OK. The word Dave has come back down the line, Dave. I think it is going to be you. Is that all right?
It's going to be me.
Sam from We Don't Need No Education versus Dave from the Eggheads. And just to ensure there's no conferring, guys, take your positions in our question room. Good luck here, Sam, against tremendous knowledge, Dave. Good luck, Dave, as well.
Thank you.
Here we go. So, Sam, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Here's your question. Whom did David Cameron succeed as leader of the Conservative Party in 2005? Was it Michael Howard, William Hague, or Ian Duncan Smith?
I'm pretty sure it's not Michael Howard. And I know William Hague was in the running. I'm going to go for William Hague, I think.
Yeah, so after they lost in 97, John Major resigned, William Hague took over. After he lost in 2001, Ian Duncan Smith took over, but he didn't last very long, and it was Michael Howard who fought the 2005 election as Tory leader. And then he was replaced by David Cameron. So Michael Howard is the answer. OK, Dave, your question. In 2013, a Liberal National Coalition came to power, putting the Labour Party in opposition after a federal election in which country? Russia, Australia, or France?
Can you just repeat the question, just so I can get it clearly in my head? Sorry about this.
In 2013, a Liberal National Coalition came to power, putting the Labour Party in opposition after a federal election in which country?
I've got to go Australia on that basis.
Yes, Australia is the right answer. Sam, back to you. Who told undercover reporters in 2015 that his usual fee for half a day's work was somewhere in the region of £5,000 to £8,000? Neil Hamilton, Malcolm Rifkind, or Jeffrey Archer?
I believe that was Malcolm Rifkind.
Yes, Malcolm Rifkind is the answer. Nice work if you can get it, Eggs. Dave, tremendous knowledge, Dave, your second question. Which singer made an unsuccessful bid to become Irish president in 1997? Is it Dana, Johnny Logan, or Van Morrison?
I'm sorry, but Van Morrison. Right. I don't believe it's Van Morrison. Johnny Logan. I think he's Australian anyway, but has represented Ireland in Eurovision Song Contest. But I seem to remember under her real name of Rosemary Brown that Dana was very active in Irish politics. That's my answer, Dana.
Dana is right, Dave. And Van is British, isn't he? He's from Northern Ireland.
Yes, he is, but it's just, as I said, I can't... It's just the thought of him, his presidential campaign, that has conjured some strange images in my head.
He'd be in a bad mood throughout.
Yes, he would.
Somebody told me their friend was working in a hotel in Northern Ireland, and they were playing Van Morrison on the speakers, and one of the guests said, would you mind turning the music down? And she said, yeah, sure. I mean, to be honest, a lot of people have complained about it. Unfortunately, the music was by Van Morrison, but the guest who was asking was Van Morrison as well. Okay, over to you, Sam. You need to get this one right. Who became the youngest MP in the House of Commons when she was elected to Parliament in 2010 at the age of 25? Was it Gloria De Piero, Louise Mensch, or Pamela Nash?
I'm not sure, but on the basis of the person I've actually heard of, I'm going to go for Louise Mensch.
Yeah, she would have been Louise Bagshaw when she was elected, but she's not the answer, in fact, nor is it Gloria. The answer is Pamela Nash. Dave, you've won the round. Back on track. Sorry, Sam, you've been knocked out. Please come back to us, both of you, and we'll play on. So as it stands, We Don't Need No Education have lost a brain. Sorry, Sam. Eggheads are still intact. Dave's confidence coming back after a tricky time. Let's play the next round. It's music. Now, who would like this?
CJ, Craig.
Person we can look at here.
It's Craig, isn't it? Yep.
Has to
Craig's
be.
going to take
Craig, you are the music man. Okay. Who would you like to take on?
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah, I think we'll go with Craig.
Okay, good stuff. So it's going to be Craig from We Don't Need No Education. Chris on music. Is that up your street?
Well, it depends what it is. As long as it's not rap, I don't mind.
Okay.
Please go to our famous question room. Craig, you love music, I can tell.
I do, yes.
And you're in a band?
I am, yes.
Tell us about it.
We're called the Fast Camels.
Yeah.
We're a kind of psychedelic rock outfit. We've got a couple of festivals to look forward to that we're playing in the summer.
And what do you play yourself?
I'm in backing vocals and tambourine.
Oh, right. That's unusual.
Well, yeah, sometimes.
So but I'm thinking based on Pink Floyd. Is that whose name has
Well,
come up already? That's psychedelic rock?
More of the older stuff, more the kind of psychedelic East Coast New York stuff.
Give us a band you like.
Third Bardo.
Third Bardo?
The Third Bardo. Have you ever heard of them?
Third Bardo. I haven't.
Okay, listen to them when you get in, you'll love them.
I will do. and instrumental more or singing?
Mostly singing and very loud guitars.
Chris, have you heard of Third Bardo?
I'd be lying if I said I had.
We've run into the sidings, to use a trained term there. Should we start the round? Craig, do you want to go first or second on music?
I think I'll go first, please.
Good luck. Whose breakthrough as a performing artist came about as a result of working as Bette Midler's piano player? Whose breakthrough as a performing artist came about as a result of working as Bette Midler's piano player? Jerry Lee Lewis, Barry Manilow, or Freddie Mercury?
I'm not sure that it would be Jerry Lee Lewis. I'm not sure about the other two. I'll go for Barry Manilow.
Yes, spot on, Barry Manilow it is. I think the other two were such brilliant egomaniacs, they would never have played piano for another person, would they? Dave?
No, I don't
Is that
think
fair?
so.
I think
I
it's
don't
fair
think
on
so.
Freddie, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not seeing Jerry Lee Lewis's style mixing really with Bette Midler.
No, because he stood on the piano and kicked it and everything else.
Yes.
Okay, so well done, Craig. We go over to the shunter, Chris Hughes. Dancing on the Ceiling, Penny Lover, and Stuck on You were hits for which singer? Was it Lionel Richie, Chris de Burgh, or Phil Collins? Dancing on the Ceiling, Penny Lover, and Stuck on You were hits for which singer?
Not Chris de Burgh, he's Lady in Red. Not Phil Collins either. Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie is the correct answer, yeah. You know those, Chris? Dancing on the Ceiling and all that?
I've never tried it.
Okay, Craig, back to you. No mention yet of Third Bardo, but we're hopeful. Gaz Coombs was the lead singer with which band who had their first hits in the mid-1990s? Craig, is it Dodgy, Top Loader, or Supergrass?
I'm quite confident about this one, Jeremy. I'd like to say Supergrass, please.
Supergrass is the right answer. Brilliant. Okay, Chris, back to you. To catch up, who was named Best British Female Solo Artist at the 2015 Brit Awards? Paloma Faith, Ella Henderson, or FKA Twigs?
I think I'd have remembered if it was Paloma Faith, because I like her and I don't think she was named. I've never heard of FKA Twigs, so I'll go with Ella Henderson.
No, it's Paloma Faith.
Is it?
Yeah, she's really at the top of her game at the moment.
Yeah.
Writes her all her own stuff, nearly all her own stuff, and yeah, she's the one. Mm-hmm. She is the one. So, Chris has got one wrong. If you get this right, you've knocked him out. Craig, your question. What title was shared by a series of pop medley singles released under the group name Star Sound that proved popular in the early 1980s? Stars on Wax, Stars on 45, or Stars on Tape? What title was shared by a series of pop medley singles released under the group name Star Sound that proved popular in the early 1980s?
I also know this one, Jeremy, because my parents had these albums, or these singles, whatever they were. It's Stars on 45.
Funny, no one will ever admit to owning them themselves. The answer is indeed Stars on 45. Well done, Craig. 3 out of 3, perfect performance from a musician. You're in the final round, and Chris has been knocked out. Sorry, Chris. You're right about it?
What's the point of being otherwise?
Well, that's very philosophical. Please come back, rejoin your teams, and we'll play round 3. So, We Don't Need No Education have lost a brain from the final round. The Eggheads have lost one too. And the crucial third round is on film and television. So who would like this?
What do you think? Martin or Paul?
What do you think? You go.
I'll take it.
I'll take Paul.
it.
Okay, the skipper, science and AV technician. Against which egghead?
What do you think?
What do you think? Judith?
Yeah.
Judith?
Yeah. Go for it.
Judith.
Right.
Please.
So it's going to be Paul from We Don't Need No Education and our own Judith. We're still searching for the nickname. We've had some suggested.
Have you?
The Duchess,
No, that's boring.
the Millionairess.
That's even more
Even
boring.
more boring. We need something else. Kensington Central.
No, oh, please.
lady.
The lady.
Oh, no,
no,
please. That's Mrs. Thatcher.
no. You see what I mean? It's actually, it's
The
what?
Keppelmeister, yeah.
Keppelmeister.
the Keppelmeister. To ensure there's no conferring, please go to our question room. So film and TV, Paul, and would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first, please.
Your first question comes now. Kate Winslet received her first leading actress Oscar nomination for which film? Titanic, The Holiday, or The Reader?
I don't think it's a holiday. I think I'm going to go with Titanic.
It is indeed Titanic. Well done. Well done. Judith. These aren't the droids you're looking for is a line from which 1977 film? Is it The Spy Who Loved Me, Star Wars, or Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
I think it's Star Wars.
It is, because that was in 77, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, back to you, Paul. When Nature Calls is the subtitle of the sequel to which Jim Carrey film? The Mask, Ace Ventura Pet Detective, or The Truman Show?
Well, it's not The Truman Show, and it's not The Mask, so it's definitely Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
It is indeed Ace Ventura Pet Detective. Well done. Okay, Judith, over to you. The 1989 thriller Black Rain sees Michael Douglas and Andy Garcia playing 2 New York police officers who travel to which country? Russia, Japan, or France?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. Black Rain. And they're detectives going to a country. Nothing is emerging. 2 New York detectives, did you say?
Let me read it again. The 1989 thriller Black Rain sees Michael Douglas and Andy Garcia playing 2 New York police officers who travel to which country?
I don't know, because I haven't seen it, so I don't know, and there doesn't seem to be a clue in it. Black Rain, I'm wondering what it's about. I think I'm going to say Russia. Maybe something to do with Chernobyl or something.
Oh, that's funny, because I was thinking, just in my own head here, that's got something to do with oil, and I would have gone for Russia for that reason.
Yeah.
But it's not, it's Japan.
Oh, really?
And I think there's no way of getting there on guesswork. Why is it called Black Rain? Anyone know?
Can't remember now.
No,
We can't remember.
Too far on now.
because it was about the Japanese mafia. They went over to go and sort out the Yakuza.
We think it might be a reference to the bombings at the end of World War II.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there we are. We were struggling there. Paul, that's good. Would you have set that question in one of your quizzes?
Possibility.
Still a chance. You can nick some of these for the quizzes. That floored Judith completely there. Okay, if you get this one right, you're in the final round. Michael French, who played David Wicks in EastEnders, also played Nick Jordan in which TV series? Is it New Tricks, Casualty, or Foyle's War?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Michael French, who played David Wicks in EastEnders, also played Nick Jordan in which TV series?
I'm going to say Casualty.
Casualty is the right answer. The captain is through to the final. Well done. Sorry, Judith, you were knocked out there.
I knew
on
that
film
one.
and TV. Oh, you knew that? Yeah.
Yeah.
You watched Casualty?
I love Casualty.
Please come back to us and we'll play the last round before the final. So as it stands, We Don't Need No Education have lost a brain from the final round. They're playing really well because they've knocked 2 of the Eggheads out of the contest. And the last subject before the final is arts and books. Is that good for you?
No.
It's Gordon or Martin. Who wants it?
Gordon. It's got to be Gordon.
I think Gordon should take that.
Okay.
Be thrown to the lions here.
And you can have either Barry or Kevin.
I will take Barry on.
Good stuff. Gordon from We Don't Need No Education versus Barry, the brain, from Eggheads. To ensure there's no conferring, please go to the question room. Barry, I know you're very into your technology. Do you read books on an e-reader or do you read them on paper?
Both. I've got about something like about 7,000 or 8,000 books at home, and I've got about 600 books on my e-reader.
7,000 or 8,000? Where on earth do you keep them?
Oh, funnily enough, I have 19 bookcases, and they're all full, and some of them are double stacked. But I've been warned in no uncertain terms that I'm not allowed to have any more.
There was an unfortunate case a couple of years ago where a man was sleeping in his bed in his bedroom upstairs, and his loft was full of yachting magazines, and the ceiling suddenly collapsed, and he had to be brought out of the house by firemen in a chain.
Oh, my goodness. I do hope my wife hasn't heard this story.
Has she called you this week or not?
Of course, yes.
She's not been buried?
Not yet. She's quite
in a book
safe.
collapse?
We have some RSJs up in our loft, so we're quite OK.
I bet that would be your fantasy way to go, though, collapsed under books.
Well, I can think of other ones.
Let's not go back to Jane Mansfield. On arts and books, Gordon, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first, please.
So here is your first question against Barry the Brain. Published in the early 1940s, what are T.S. Eliot's 4 quartets? Gordon, are they plays, short stories, or poems?
4 quartets. I would have to go for poems.
Yes, poems is quite right. Well done. Okay. Barry, which of these terms refers to a short piece of non-fiction writing dealing with a particular subject from a personal point of view? Is it episode, essay, or elegy?
Short piece of writing. Could you just repeat that question, please?
Which of these terms refers to a short piece of non-fiction writing dealing with a particular subject from a personal point of view?
I think that must be episode.
What? Barry?
Oh, Barry.
Isn't it?
Well, it's a funny old question, this. But the closest word to what I described is essay.
Oh, I wouldn't have said that.
Non-fiction writing dealing with a particular subject from a personal point of view.
I can see where you're coming from now.
That's very sporting of you. Let's move on.
Quickly.
Quickly, before the fighting starts. Okay, Gordon, this is you've got the rub of the green here, Gordon. Very unusual for Barry to trip up on his first question in anything. What is the title of the French writer Charles Baudelaire's most famous volume of poetry? Is it Illumination, Les Fleurs du Mal, or Le Testament? Let me read it again. What is the title of the French writer Charles Baudelaire's most famous volume of poetry?
Okay. Not sure on this one. I will see how good my French is here, but I will go for Les Fleurs du Mal.
Barry, is he right?
Yes, The Flowers of Evil. Absolutely.
Yes, Les Fleurs du Mal. Okay, so you've got 2 points now, Gordon. on arts and books, and Barry has not yet scored. Barry, if you get this wrong, it's curtains. Same curtains you made your shirt out of. To which artist is the quote, "champagne for my real friends, real pain for my sham friends," famously attributed? Jackson Pollock, Andy Warhol, or Francis Bacon?
I can't imagine Francis Bacon offering champagne to any friends, so I shall discount him. I think I've got to go for Andy Warhol on that. I don't know the quote, but I must go for Andy. It sounds like the sort of thing Andy Warhol would say.
I've not heard it before, but it's a brilliant quote. I'm going to try and remember it. "Champagne for my real friends, real pain for my sham friends," was Francis Bacon, Barry. You've been knocked out. There we go. Gordon, how about that?
Fantastic.
Without
Fantastic.
even needing your third question, you are in the final round. How about that? Doesn't happen very often, but you've booked your place in the final. If you come back to us, both of you, we'll see how the final shakes down. This is what we've been playing towards. It is time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. And you're going to see now the damage our challengers from We Don't Need No Education have inflicted on the Eggheads, because it's Sam from the challengers who has to go, but it's also Judith, Chris and Barry from the Eggheads. Would you please now leave the studio? Paul, Martin, Craig and Gordon, you've done really well to get this far, and you're now playing to win We Don't Need No Education, £7,000. Dave and Kevin, you're playing for something that money can't buy, which is the Eggheads' reputation. Now, as usual, I'll ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time the questions are all general knowledge. You can confer. So, We Don't Need No Education. The question is, can your 4 brains defeat these 2? That's all it comes down to now. It may only come down to 3 questions. Would you like to go first or second?
I think we'll stick to the plan and go first, Jeremy.
OK, Martin and team, here we go. General knowledge, your first question. Laryngitis commonly causes what parts of the body to swell? Nostrils, vocal cords, or gums?
Vocal cords. Yes.
Yep, Jeremy, I think we think that we know this one, and we think that it's vocal cords.
Vocal cords is the right answer. Back to you, Eggheads. Kayaks were first developed by people in which part of the world? Greenland, Australia, or North Africa?
Greenland. Yeah, I like the look of Greenland there.
It's what used to be called Eskimo Inuit word, so we'll say Greenland.
Greenland is correct. 1 each. Who would be the most likely to practice neph analysis? Surgeon, football manager, or meteorologist? A neph analysis is NEPH and then analysis.
None of us have ever heard it.
I can't see why it would be a football manager.
Okay.
So let's rule that out. So the question is whether it's a
Surgeon or a meteorologist.
I know a surgeon, and I've never heard her say that. I don't know if that. I'd be tempted to say meteorologist. Anybody else?
I would go with meteorologist.
Meteorologist.
Okay, Jeremy, I think we're going to plump for meteorologist. We're not entirely sure why.
Okay, so you say you know a surgeon, and she's talked about stuff and talked about surgery and talked about medicine, talked about the NHS, has never used the word neph analysis.
I will hold her entirely to blame.
I mean, I must say, looking at it, I'm just conjuring with the neph, which you will have done, NEPH, and thinking, what does that link to? Yeah. What is that linked to, Eggheads?
Clouds, I believe.
Clouds.
Clouds. Meteorologist is quite right. Yeah. Well done. Clouds. Eggheads, what is the full first name shared by the actors Burt Reynolds and Burt Lancaster? Is it Bertram, Burton, or Norbert?
Funny enough, I didn't know about Burt Reynolds, but I'm pretty sure that Burt Lancaster was Burton.
Okay, fine. So, yeah, right.
I just think about it for a sec. I don't think it's either of the others.
Okay. Well, if you know that, then
Bertram. Yeah.
I'm quite happy to go with it. And it's B-U-R-T, both of them as well, isn't it?
Yes, as well,
If I'm thinking properly now, getting my brain back into gear, both of them are B-U-R-T, so that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. The B-U as opposed to B-E makes sense as well, but I think Burt Lancaster's real first name was Burton, so Burton.
It is right. Burton is right. And yes, both, I didn't spell them for you, but they are both B-U-R-T. Third question. Now get this right, and there's pressure on these two here. And who knows, they might crack. Little eggs, sometimes even big eggs can crack. Which British cartoon strip is known as Wurzel in Germany and Lillo il Cane Saggio in Italy? Is that Rupert the Bear, Fred Bassett, or Andy Capp?
This is the time where we need a
you repeat the
German
question,
or
please?
Italian
Yeah,
teacher.
let me just read the, just make sure you got the titles. So Wurzel is Germany, which is spelt Wurzel, W-R-Z-E-L, Wurzel, and Lillo il Cane Saggio. Lillo, L-I-L-L-O, then I-L, then Cane, C-A-N-E, and then Saggio, S-A-G-G-I-O. Which British cartoon strip is known as Wurzel in Germany and Lillo il Cane Saggio in Italy?
I think it's Andy Capp.
I've got no reason to think
I think I've
that
asked
is
this
Andy
question
Capp,
before.
but
I'm probably got it wrong, but I think it's
it's-
Andy Capp.
Do you think?
What do you think?
Anybody else?
Steve, I said that.
Okay. Okay. 3 people seem to have an inkling for Andy Capp, so that's what we'll go for.
Okay, Wurzel. I wonder how Wurzel helps us, but Lillo il Cane Saggio. Before you say the answer, Eggheads, if you know it, what is Lillo e Cane Saggio? Any direct translation of that?
I think dog is in there somewhere.
I wonder if Cane is dog, as in canine. Fred Bassett is the answer, not Andy Capp.
So I think that would be small. There'd be small dog would be in there. Lillo Cane.
Okay, sorry, challengers, but you're not out yet. If the Eggheads get this right, the contest is over. Which of these political figures became a senator from New York in 1965? Eugene McCarthy, Robert Kennedy, or Barry Goldwater?
Kennedy.
Yeah, okay.
Kennedy.
Can do, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yes,
All
fine with me.
Barry Goldwater was a senator from Arizona. Eugene McCarthy has escaped me at the moment, but it wasn't New York. But Robert Kennedy, following the assassination of his brother, and when he then became the sort of anointed heir of the Kennedy clan, he started his political push by being elected senator from New York in '65. So Robert Kennedy.
The political figure who became a senator from New York in 1965 was indeed Robert Kennedy. We say congratulations, Eggheads, you have won. They are a little bit steeped in the Kennedy stuff, so it's all, when I see the name Kennedy, I think they'll probably know that. It's meat and drink to quizzers, but commiserations, you did very well to get 4 in the final there and pitch 3 of them out who are sitting looking rather miserable back there, but I'm sorry you didn't just do the final push for us. The Eggheads have done what comes naturally, and their winning streak continues. It's getting a little bit impressive now. It does mean you won't be going home with the £7,000, so the money rolls over to our next show. Eggheads, congratulations. Who will beat you? Join us next time to see if a new team of challengers have the brains to defeat the Eggheads. £8,000 says they don't. Till then, goodbye.